For our discovery of the week this week, we're going to be talking to three wonderful gentlemen, Seyram, Prince, and Kofi, and Eugene. And we're going to be talking about agribusiness and the way that they have created a platform that allows people to have an easy facilitation and get into agribusiness. Let's take a look at this video. We'll be right back and I'll introduce my guest to you and we'll have a conversation.
Make extra income, fund projects on www.Kwidex.com.
Hello, I am Kofi, the CEO of The Possible, and I am the director of The Possible Farms. This is The Possible Farms. You can see this is cabbage, which will be due in 3 weeks' time. We're harvesting this wonderful organic cabbage onto the market. This large farm was financed by Kwidex. Yes, Kwidex made it possible for us to put this whole thing together. And it will amaze you how quick they were in dispatching money to help us with no collateral, to be able to put this thing together. And we are so happy and excited about the way Kwidex is helping us, helping we, the young entrepreneurs who want to venture into agri, to come up and to do this and to feed our nation. We are so proud of Kwidex. I want to thank them for the good initiative they've done in helping myself to be able to continue with my vision of producing purely organic vegetables for the Ghanaian people. This is The Possible Farms. We have garden eggs, we have green pepper, and then we have the cabbage. I'm currently in a cabbage farm, and I'll take you to the garden eggs farm next time, and then subsequently the green pepper farm, so that you can see the great work that we are doing, which is purely financed solely by Kwidex. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you sponsor our next project, which will be a massive one of green pepper and cabbage. We want to do about 20 acres, and we are expecting that you put your money into The Possible Farms, and you will never regret you did. You will enjoy. The benefits are enormous. You can't count them and get to the last digit. Thank you very much for watching this video. May God bless you, even as you support and as you join Kwidex to help us, raise and change the face of agri in this part of our country.
All right, so you saw those videos there, and let me introduce my guests to you. I have on my immediate left Prince Asamoah. I also have Seyram, Kofi, Mantey, and I also have Eugene, Ofori, Asiedu. Now, good morning, gentlemen.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, let me start with you, Seyram.
Yeah.
Who is Kwidex? What is Kwidex?
Great. What is Kwidex? Kwidex is a crowdfunding platform for agribusinesses where we allow the everyday Ghanaian have a chance to own a part of agriculture by funding people who are already in the agricultural value chain for returns, typically within 3 to 12 months. Yeah, and so that's Kwidex.
Interesting. All right. So, first of all, how did the three of you all meet? I mean, what's going on here? Because you said initially that there are 3 co-founders.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe Prince, you can take that.
We all went to University of Ghana together.
Okay.
But I did not know Seyram. Seyram was in my hall of residence, but I never happened to have any interaction with him. But Eugene and Seyram both went to high school together. They went to Mantey together.
Okay.
And then we're in University of Ghana together, so they were friends. And we joined the Cosmos Agritech Challenge, which is sponsored by Cosmos Energy Ghana.
Okay.
And I met Seyram there, and we came up with this idea of trying to put together a way by which farmers can get access to finance. I come from an agricultural family where my grandmother, my uncles, my mother, everybody was into farming back in Kwahu. So I understand some of the challenges in farming. So when I joined, I realized, well, finance is a big deal. So let's put something together. By then, Seyram and Eugene had put together a charity crowdfunding platform that was doing quite well, that had raised money for quite a few things, most notably veteran actor Salma Jetifiu raised money on that platform for a few things. So we decided that, okay, we want to help farmers get finance, and there are a lot of people too who want to get into agriculture some way, somehow, don't have any inlets. So they either don't have land, they don't have the necessary knowledge and all that. So how do we plug these people in? How do we help these people connect to the farmers who are already on the ground, have the land, have the technical know-how? And that's how come we came up with this idea together.
Now, let me come to you, Eugene. You're in charge of tech. Yeah. What were some of the challenges you faced creating this platform?
Okay. One big challenge we faced was finding a way of getting people from different places all over the world to fund agricultural projects anywhere in the world. Okay, so what I mean by that is we realized that people in the diaspora, especially Ghanaians in the diaspora, wanted to do something to help people in Ghana. Yeah, and then how we put that together was to create a platform, fix a payment solution to allow that. But even currently, we still don't have a very seamless means of getting money from outside the country to the farmers in the country. So I think getting money from outside to the country is one of our biggest challenges currently.
What would you say has been the level of success for Kwidex, Seyram?
Well, we've been fairly successful. I use the word fairly cautiously because I think we could be doing better. Well, in Ghana, when you roll out a product like this, there's the issue of adoption. It will take some time. Since we started actively at the beginning of this year, January, well, we've done quite well. I think we are hitting close to $30,000 in financing farms with successful repayments. Actually, every farmer that used our platform to raise funds has paid successfully, and I am sure, and I'm definite that it's because of our monitoring systems, checks we've put in place, and credit worthiness that we alternatively look at, that's made the platform really successful. Okay,
so we live in a country and in a space, financial space, where there's a lot of mistrust. Now, people have had difficulties because they've invested their monies in places. We've had so many stories of scam situations happening, and then even the ones that are not necessarily scams and they are fairly legal and above board also have challenges, so the banking crisis happened, various companies went down. How is it that you're able to assure people that, number one, they will get their money, and then they should be patient, to wait for their money? Any of you can take it.
Okay. The thing with agriculture, unlike most of these other schemes, as you talked about, is that agriculture, you can get people to put faith in agriculture by being transparent. I mean, transparency is our key word. That's all we do there. So one essential feature of our product is anybody at all who puts money, whether it's 1 CD, whether it's 1,000 CDs, you always get constant updates of what is happening on the farm. That is unlike any other, some other schemes can do that, but it's unlike any other investment scheme that you can do. I mean, we're not typically an investment firm, but if you went to put your money anywhere in any investment firm, it would be hard for them to tell you how stocks are trading on a daily. It's even a cocktail of stocks that if they told you, you probably would never understand. But if I told you that the farmer put the seed here, I take pictures of it and send to you, you understand what is going on. So even though agriculture is risky, the checks, as Seyram said, that we put in place means that we are picking only the right farmers, farmers who know what they are doing. We're getting the necessary support, like marketing, technical support. Now, after all of that, we haven't faced that yet. But what we always talk about to any of our clients is transparency. If something happens, we have an insurance support, but then if anything happens and we lose an investment, what we can do is to have a sit down with you and try to go through a way of regrowing back your money, so that we can put it in alternative farms, whatever is left, whatever we can recoup from that farm. So it's a transparency system. We are not going to tell you that, okay, the money is given to a farmer, you don't know where the farm is. You can actually on a Saturday, if you want, arrange and go to the farmers yourself, go see what's happening there, and we allow that. And because of that transparency, we have found that our early adopters have come to love it. And anybody who comes on the system knows that this is a group of gentlemen who are just trying to help. I mean, we're just trying to make sure that farmers are getting money, and we are plugging in with people who have that support. So we are just trying to help, and because of that genuineness and that transparency, I mean, I think as more and more people join, they would know that we are very, very different from any other scheme, and we are here to support farmers, and if they love the nation, then they should pitch in their support as well.
How do you get paid?
Oh, yeah. So we charge commissions on the amount we raise.
Okay.
So a farmer wants X amount of money, and we charge just something small to keep the platform running.
Okay. Yeah. So let me ask, the way your payment scheme is, in terms of you getting paid, is it paid on what the farmer needs or what's invested? How do you work it out? Okay, so let me explain. So do you get paid on how much you pay out or what comes into the pot?
If you do the math, you would realize that it would be the same thing if the percentages, like if we are doing percentage-wise, whether you're paying, you're taking it from what you are paying out or what you are taking in, it's usually doesn't make any difference. So if a farmer wants to raise 1,000 cedis to buy a few extra chemicals, and the farmer raises 1,000 cedis, we charge a small commission on that 1,000 cedis that's raised. But when the repayment is being done, that the repayment just goes straight through the platform directly to the people who pay. Yeah, we are also trying to look at alternative means of. We are still building our product, so we're also looking at alternative ways of going about it. But for now, we charge a small commission on what is raised for the farmers.
Okay, so help me walk our viewers through the process, right? I'm going to invest. Okay, I'm not just saying it on TV, but I'm actually going to invest. Okay, so what's the procedure?
Okay, so you want to invest. You are in the working class. You can't go to the farm. What you do is get onto our platform, Kwidex.com, browse through the available farming projects, pick the one you want
on Kwidex.com.
On Kwidex.com. Okay. On Kwidex.com. Pick the one you want to fund. And then you go ahead, you fund using your mobile money, Visa card, MasterCard, and you instantly get updates on your phone. So from the time you start funding to the very end of the project, you get periodic updates until the end.
So I don't need to meet anybody with a susu bag and give them money?
Nope.
All is done online?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Now, who have been some of your success stories from either end? It doesn't matter.
Okay, for us, a success story is always the farmer. For us, primarily. I mean, most of we think that the work that we do, the diligence that we have, should be attested to by the people who put their money in the farms. But for us as a company, what we care about is the success of the farmer. And as you saw in the video earlier with Ebenezer is a recent graduate of All Nations University who decided that he wanted to go into farming. I mean, that's very rare in our part of the world. And he had done a few things, done some small farming, but he wanted to expand. And farming, it's mostly profitable with scale. So he needed that, and then we did the first round of funding for him in March. Was it?
Yeah,
March. And by January by June it was done. By July we were done with repayment, sale, and everything. And right now, because of the diligence that he put in earlier, he uploaded a new project. He wanted to, as he said in that video, he wanted to expand to 20 acres. So now he's going into more green pepper production. And when he uploaded that was a bigger request than the earlier request. And it took less than 2 weeks for him to raised that, although the earlier request that was smaller took him almost a month. So it means that people are gaining trust, and that those kind of stories make us proud that we are helping change lives in ways. Just yesterday, I was on the trotro and I was thinking about it. I was thinking about this new American who's in the diaspora who found our product and really loved it, and just saw this gentleman who's also a farmer on our platform in the central region and just loved it and then sent money. And I was just thinking about it, that we really, for us, sometimes we appreciate what we do, but I don't think we appreciate it enough that we're able to connect somebody living in America, somebody living in a village in the central region, for him to finance him and do something that changes his life. I mean, buy simple agrochemicals that he otherwise wouldn't have been able to buy. And for that, those are the things that make us proud.
What are some of the things, Eugene, that you're looking to do to beef up either what you have already or to bring in new products?
So like Prince mentioned, we are currently building up products, and then we are looking at allowing or putting in models where people also, like he mentioned, Joe Tucker, who found our project very interesting, to send money seamlessly. Okay, and then we are also looking at other models where we want to tokenize our platform, so people can buy tokens on the platform. So these are some of the things.
What would the tokens enable them to do?
To we help them have any form of financial transaction on the platform. I think a token can be used to do anything on the platform.
Oh, okay, I see what
to
you
fund,
mean.
to trade, do a lot of things on the platform. And then, these are some of the models we are currently working on, and then hoping to roll out in next year, 2020. Yeah, and I think after these models are implemented, it will be a very wonderful platform that will help the agricultural financial space.
Okay, so there's been a lot of rainfall this year. Does that impact on your profits in any way?
Yeah, speaking from the operations side, it does. Although it wouldn't typically in what the average person who has never been on the farm would think. I mean, I saw on Twitter somebody commenting that, there are a lot of rains these days, farmers must be very happy. Well, true, but sometimes, depending on the topography of the land, you might also get flooding.
Maybe it's too much rain.
You might also get flooding and lose almost everything. And for us, that's part of the due diligence that we do. We ensure that where you are planting is even the right place, so that you able to eliminate all of these risks before we even put you on our platform. And we also ensure that when you are, if there's any information relevant to the space, wherever you are farming, we are putting that also to your notice. And like one thing I would want to add to the tech side of the question that you asked, Eugene, is we are trying to digitize our risk and evaluation with more tech, so that we can be able to be ahead of such things that you ask about. Things like we can be able to be ahead of the game and be able to use tech to predict some of these things and make sure that farmers are getting safer, because it's not only the money. Now, the money is the first thing. After you provide them with the money, you need to help them use the money wisely so that they can be... We are trying to make them businessmen as well. A lot of farmers don't think of themselves as businessmen. We are trying to put that in their space as well. So we are putting all of those things together in the tech and building the products. Hopefully, next year, 2020 being perfection, we are hoping that we'll be able to build a perfect product by then.
Fantastic. So finally, just take us through be a digital farmer. How does anybody who's watching now go up on the platform and sign up?
All right. So being a digital farmer, essentially...
Okay, so let's look at the flyer that's there. If you can just walk us through.
So the very first thing to do is to log on to Kwidex.com. Kwidex is spelled Kwidx. Once you get there, you find a lot of farmers who have uploaded their projects. Those projects have gone through approval by our operations team, and then it's made available to people like you sitting at home with mobile phones, with your desktops and computers and all. Then you pick and fund using your mobile money wallet, using Visa cards, using MasterCards, wait for updates, and then repayment is done right after the update. And so it's as simple as that.
When you say repayment, what do you mean?
So the farmers go through the process of growing their produce. And then there's a marketing side to it.
Okay.
So we factor all of those into the project. Once marketing is done, repayment is done from the farmer to the funders, the people that fund it. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, that's
Super.
what it is. Yeah.
Well, we've been speaking to Prince, Seyram, and Eugene, and this has been a fantastic platform. I know that I'm definitely going to sign up in the next couple of days, and I'm going to come back and tell you how it is when I start making my profit. All right. So thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you to you, Kwidex.
Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed this video.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The City Tube.
For exclusive breakfast daily content and other City TV programs.
Like, comment, and share with your friends.